Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and I have another very impressive game for you, played between a chess player named Somacarana and John Cochrane, who was a Scottish chess master and is best known for being the founder of Cochrane Gambit. This game was played in 1855 in Calcutta. Somacarana, who had white pieces, started with e4 and e5 by Cochrane. Bishop c4, we see that bishop's opening knight f6, d3, bishop c5, knight f6, d3. We see a symmetrical formation, but after castling kingside, black didn't reply with castling, instead played bishop g4, h3, bishop h5, c3. White wants to establish a strong center, black castles kingside, and d4. It takes d4, not a good move. It was better to keep the tension and play bishop b6. If d takes e5, then in return black can win the pawn on e4 square, but instead after d4 we see e takes d4, c takes d4, and bishop takes f3. The idea is that if queen takes f3, then black can win the pawn on d4 square. But after bishop takes f3, John Cochrane recaptured with the pawn. Of course, already on the surface it looks like that by damaging black's pawn structure on the king side, black created weaknesses, but actually still white's king side is very solid. Bishop b6, knight c3, c6, bishop b3, and knight h5. Black is opening up the queen's diagonal, and now the queen is ready for the intrusion. f4, white is opening up the queen's diagonal, and queen h4 was met with queen g4. We see the exchange of queens on g4 square, and now if we have a look at the position, these white pawns lined up on the fourth rank look very impressive. Knight f6 was played, and after g5 white is kicking away black knight once again. Knight d7, bishop e3, both developing the bishop, also protecting the pawn. King h8, king g2, white wants to bring the rook on this h file, knight a6, rook h1, and a terrible mistake by John Cochrane f6, which allows white to mate in 3 moves. And now you can pause the video and try to find that brilliant mating line. Ready? In this position, Somacarana played rook takes h7 check, and after king takes h7, here comes the second rook, rook h1. King g6, the only safe square for the king, because this a1 g8 diagonal is controlled by the light square bishop, and after king g6, here comes the f pawn, and we see a checkmate on the board. A very impressive checkmate, I think. Finally, these white pawns demonstrated their mighty strength. Of course, in this game, John Cochrane was playing terribly, but the way in the end Somacarana punished him was very impressive. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave your comments, and for more games, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Good luck.